This is Genevieve Davis. We're looking at the work of Vigee-LeBrun. She's a French painter. Her first name is Elisabeth, and she was a court painter to Marie Antoinette, the Queen of France. Vigee-LeBrun lived from 1755 to 1842, and she writes in her diary of one trip that she made out to Versailles to paint the Queen, and she had missed her previous week to paint the Queen because she had felt sick. She was pregnant at the time with her daughter, and when she came to paint the Queen the following week, the Queen protested that she waited for her the week before and she didn't show up. And this, of course, was before the telephone. And Vigee-LeBrun was so flustered when she was explaining to the Queen what happened that she dropped her brushes, and she was so pregnant she couldn't bend over and pick them up. And so the Queen picked them up for her, and Vigee-LeBrun reported this in her diary. She'd like to paint her sitters in simple gowns, like the one that you're looking at now, a simple muslin gown, and this actually became the fashion once ladies like Marie Antoinette and some of the aristocratic women were painted wearing them. Here's a portrait of Vigee-LeBrun, a self-portrait of her in the muslin dress. And we have another self-portrait of her in a flowered hat in the sunshine. She's wearing this simple gown, and she also has the tools of her trade in her arm, showing that she's a painter. Her father was a painter, but he died when she was 12. He may have trained her before that, and she's largely considered to be a self-taught painter because by the age of 15 she was supporting her mother and brother with her portraits. When she was 21, she married the French painter Lebrun. He was also an art dealer, and for the rest of her life she complained about her lack of money, even though she was commanding a pretty good price with her portraits, and she did complain that her husband spent the money that she made, so he probably was not the major breadwinner in the family. Her marriage did bring her the happiness of having a daughter, and here she's portrayed herself with her daughter, and you can see now she's wearing this neoclassical dress, which is an imitation of the classical sculptures from ancient Greece. This is a very loose, fluid costume, even more comfortable to wear than the muslin dress. It was also very form-revealing, as is this Turkish dress that Lebrun has painted herself wearing in another self-portrait with her daughter. This was a kind of dress that was adopted from the Turks. It was very loose and flowing and very comfortable and form-fitting, form-revealing. And here's one of her society clients also wearing Turkish dress. This is a portrait of the French painter Robert Huppert. Here's some society portraits that Lebrun did, and you can see that why she was a very popular painter. She painted her subjects in a flattering manner and flattering light with winsome expressions on their faces, particularly the ladies. You can see the beautiful attention to detail with the fur muff here and the fluffy hair and the lace and the fichu. This is another one of her luscious society portraits, and we have the beautiful ribbons on the bosom and the lovely fichu on the shoulder, painted so beautifully, and the bow in her hair and the softness of her hair. These are the things that people loved about her portraiture, and also the fact that she was very flattering in her rendition of her subjects. It's not too far from Paris to travel to London, and Vigee-LeBrun went to London and painted society portraits there. You can see this lady from the British Isles dressed a la Turque. She also painted the poet Lord Byron when he was a young man. Eventually, Vigee-LeBrun had to leave France because she ran afoul of the French Revolution, and after the fall of the Bastille she felt that it was best that she get out of town, and that was in 1789, and she went abroad for 12 years where she went to the various capitals of Europe executing portraits. Eventually she was invited back to Paris after several hundred French painters signed a petition requesting that the government allow her to come back to the country. You've been looking at various portraits that Vigee-LeBrun painted when she was in Russia. I'm going to finish here with some words from her diary. I detested the female style of dress then in fashion. I bent all my efforts upon rendering it a little more picturesque and was delighted when, after getting the confidence of my models, I was able to drape them according to my fancy. I hope you've enjoyed looking at the work of Elisabeth Vigee-LeBrun, and it's always good to know that there was a woman at the top of her profession.